She regretted marrying me. She regretted getting pregnant and wished she got an abortion. Oh, okay. Our son heard and told her, fine, she's no longer his mother. Go F yourself.
Welcome back to Grab Your Brew, and this week we're going to have a Am I the A-hole episode, and my guest host is going to be the one, the only, my gorgeous daughter, Cloie. One talent I have is making gorgeous children. We're going to start off with Chloe's pick of Reddit, Am I the A-hole?
So the one that I have is, am I the a-hole for not backing my wife up when our son says she's no longer his mother?
Ooh, that's a loaded question. Ooh, let's get into it.
Yeah. Hi. So I think my wife is single-handedly the cause of all her problems. I'm done pretending I'm at fault. Kind of done with her in general, and I see divorce on the horizon like a bright sunrise. Oh,
Mm,
dang. That got deep real quick.
yeah, he's like, I'm just going to put it all out there.
You're right.
I'm gonna
He's
tell
already
Reddit
done
before I
that.
tell my wife.
Right. TLDR? What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure.
No. TLDR, whatever
Yeah.
you guys want to make it to be. That's what they said.
Right. My wife says she regretted marrying me. She regretted getting pregnant and wished she got an abortion. Oh, okay. Our son heard and told her, fine, she's no longer his mother. Go F yourself.
Wow. I understand.
Yeah, I understand why
How
he's
old is the
upset.
kid? Does he
Right, for
say?
real. No, it doesn't say. Normally it does. Oh, wait, maybe it says it later on because I
Yeah.
see like numbers and stuff. But yeah, that's crazy. I mean, I don't know.
I have like one stray hair that's like annoying me. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but it's crazy that he says something like that. But also the mom, like, why would you say that? You regret getting pregnant and wish you
Yeah,
got
it's
an
crazy he
abortion?
said that, but I believe saying that was kind of warranted. Like, who says that to somebody?
Right. And I don't know, maybe she said it in an aggressive way in order for the son to feel that way. Like, why would you say that when your child is possibly wrong?
Yeah. Why would you say that, period?
Well, yeah,
I would never say that I wish I had an abortion with you. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
But obviously, it seems like she wanted to get pregnant. So that, I mean, if she didn't want to get pregnant and she just accepted the fact, then maybe.
Maybe it was a whoopsie doo, so they decided to get married. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. Yeah. Personally, I think don't say, "Oh my God," S word. You know what I mean? If you're not ready to accept the consequences.
Don't say stuff. Okay.
Yeah, don't say stuff. So me and my wife got together in college. There were things were fine, and I proposed when I was 23 and she was 22. Okay, that's pretty young. People might say that's young, and yeah, probably we didn't get married until we were 25 and 26. Well, she got pregnant at 24, and we had a son. I want to say I didn't force her to have him. I told her I'd love to have him. Personally, I was ready. But if she wanted to wait a bit, I'm okay with that too. She, in italics.
I like that. He's like, hey, it's your body. You can choose. I'm okay either way.
Right. He said he was going to be happy with the son or happy. Well, not necessarily happy.
He would support
but
her
yeah,
decision.
still support her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he felt like he was ready. So obviously he was willing to be there.
Mm-hmm.
But she, in italics, chose to go through with the pregnancy. So obviously she chose to have the kid. Yes. We started getting ready for the baby, and I told her because of our living situation, if she wants she can go back to work and continue her career. We can afford so we can afford a long-term babysitter. There we go. Could not talk. Our living situation is my aunt and uncle are successful, and they own a second home where we live. We just pay bills like electricity and stuff. Oh my god, this person's talking like we know him. Not bad at all, so we have extra cash. She says she wants to stay with our son, be a stay at home mom. Oh. Sure. Yeah, I had to think about that because it says SAHM. Anyway, sure, I don't care. I'm fine with that. Bond with our baby. Okay.
Most time it's cheaper than paying for the childcare anyway.
You're right. Well, she got BPD. Oh, okay.
Oh. borderline personality disorder.
Yeah. Didn't bond with the baby. Oh. I told her to go to therapy because this wasn't going to fly. Me bringing in 100% of the money, me paying 100% of the bills, and me taking care of our baby 100% of the time that I'm home. She didn't want to work and she refused to care for the baby, so I had to get a babysitter every day,
So
Monday
he's still
through
paying for
Friday.
the babysitter. Okay.
Anyway, yeah. I was sympathetic at first. I get it, having a baby is difficult, but
So is
man,
it postpartum or he said borderline personality disorder, right?
yeah,
BPD.
yeah, that's what BPD. Wait,
Okay.
no, it's PPD.
Postpartum depression.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Oh,
You
postpartum
you
depression.
can't control postpartum depression. Borderline personality disorder, of course, can be regulated by medications over time if handled correctly,
Yeah.
but you can't really control postpartum depression because some people can have it for a week, some people can have it for a year.
Yeah. I mean, he did. Oh my god, he did say I told her to go to therapy. So
And she's not
like,
okay, so she's not going to therapy.
yeah, so she's choosing not to get help for herself. And
Okay.
then now that is affecting the baby, choosing not to give attention and bond with her baby. So yeah, that
Mm.
like come on. And she was the one who also wanted to have the baby.
Yeah, it was her
Yeah,
choice.
it was her choice. I was sympathetic at first. I get it. Having a baby is difficult, but 2 years of that, and you start resenting them for not doing anything or refusing to get help. Constant fighting about her doing nothing and how I'm tired of being with her. I told her at one point it was either get help or I'm divorcing her, and she can go back to live with her parents at the age of 27, which they've made it aware that they won't be happy with that. She went back to work, but not her college degree career. No, she chose to work at the local cigarette shop store. Okay. At this point, I just didn't care. It was something good enough. I just became indifferent.
Mm.
Hmm. We stopped being intimate. We stopped talking about things other than our son.
Mm.
That's sad. Hmm. That's our marriage. He's now 17. Wow. Me and my wife got into it because I
Wait, they
told.
did that for 17 years?
I guess so. I mean, maybe he just didn't want to like divorce because he thought it would be hard on the kid. Because also the mom wasn't really forming a bond with him. Like,
Okay, then if she didn't want bond with him, why didn't he just take the kid? He was doing everything by himself anyway.
I don't know. I mean, maybe he just still wanted to put in effort in having the mom in the life. It's her kid too. So, you
Yeah.
know. That's our marriage. He's now 17. Me and my wife got into it because I told her I'm done. Completely done. Our son is almost 18. He's preparing himself for college, which is completely paid for by me and his grandparents. And when he's gone, I'm gone. She freaked out, told me I'm worthless, and she wishes she never met me. She hates she got pregnant and wish she could have aborted our son.
No,
When
she
I
just mad that he ain't taking care of her ass no more. Because it sounds like she pretty much was just working at the tobacco store for some play money whilst she was getting her bills paid for.
right, and wish she aborted our son when I told her she could. He over here, obviously. He overheard, I meant, obviously. And he came out and yelled at her and told her, fine, have it your way. You're not my mother anymore. Go F yourself. Oh.
Okay, I understand why you did it.
Well, I'm a reap what you sow. She's now upset. He wants nothing to do with her. It's been 2 months and he does not talk to her or interact with her in any way. Dang. He works a part-time job. He buys everything he needs. He has his own car. He doesn't need her for anything. If he needs something, he asks me for extra cash or help with his car, things like that. But he avoids her like the plague. Oh wow.
Mm.
And wants me to make him talk to her. And I said,
he's a little bit too old for him to be making him do it to her. He can suggest it, but just
Right,
by what he
he's
told and the
grown.
glimpse of a window into their situation, it sounds like it's been a lot of tension for 18 years.
Right. Like,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
I wouldn't
But
make him.
no. She's pissed at me and wants me to make him talk to her. And I said, me and her are done, which I made clear. I don't know what she's expecting from me. But he's also but if he's also done, then maybe she shouldn't say anything. She doesn't say things that she doesn't mean.
Mm.
If he wants to forgive, then he can, but I'm not going to make him or even suggest that he should. He's old enough to make his own decisions and understand his feelings. Really. I'd be hurt if my parents said that about me.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm the a-hole. If I am, then it is what it is, but I guess I want an outside opinion. I'm not willing to do anything different, but just want to know because her friends have been harassing me saying I'm a
Of
terrible
course, because
husband.
they're getting a one-sided story.
You're right.
What does the consensus say?
People say not the a-hole. She is she is the one who said all the hurtful things. That is on her. I understand your son's position. He is not in the wrong. Just keep a strong relationship with your son and let him know that you never regretted having him as your child. Her friends can go piss up a rope. I never heard anyone say
Piss up a
that.
rope? That's a talent,
I
right?
know. Pretty much me and my son are pretty close. And he's proud of him for becoming a man. He makes it clear about his feelings, things like that. So,
Let's go to the top, see how many likes and dislikes we got. How many likes? Okay, so
1,400 doesn't show dislikes.
Reddit deemed them not the a-hole. What do we deem them?
Ah, not the a-hole.
Not the a-hole.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Am I the a-hole for refusing to help a man with his baby?
Refusing to help
Refusing to help
a man with
a
it.
man with his baby.
Oh, so it's just a dude.
Right.
Okay.
So I, 26 female, am child free by choice. I love my life and the way it is. And I've never really liked children, even when I was a child myself. It's not, it's just not for me. And that's fine.
Right. That's her life. Well, their life and their opinion.
And although I don't go around hating on kids, I've also made it very clear that I just don't really bond with them. They're like aliens to me.
Yeah.
At least she's honest.
You're right. You're honest, and if that's what you want, then that's what you want.
Mhm. Yesterday I was out. I was out at a coffee shop enjoying a snack when a man, maybe late 30s, with a baby approaches me. He looked stressed and asked if I could help him change his baby's diaper. Apparently, the changing situation in the men's room was broken. He was alone with the baby and didn't want to go into the feminine bathroom to use the changing table there. I did notice he seemed to be a bit over his head and the baby was fussy, but honestly, I only ever changed my brother's, and my youngest brother is already 9. So it's been a while since I did it last. The baby clearly had one of those blowouts too. The one where it's halfway up their back and they're waiting diaper. Mm. You used to do those all the time.
I feel like it's not even hard to change a diaper. Like, yeah,
It's
it's
not
gross.
hard. I think she just talked about the fact that
I mean, it's
it's
not
all
her
up the kid's
kid.
back.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, it's not her kid. I understand why she wouldn't want to do it.
I immediately said no, explaining that I wouldn't be much help. He seemed shocked and a bit offended. I guess because I made a face, but in my defense, it was hard not to gag at the stench, and I was eating my little pastries in peace before he came near me. Yeah, that's kind of gross when you're eating.
Right. Why are you coming near some random person with a baby with a stinky diaper while they're eating?
He seemed frustrated and asked if I was serious. I felt a bit offended too and told him that I don't know how to change a diaper and it wasn't my responsibility just because I was a woman.
Right. What?
I would honestly not be going up to strangers asking them to take my child anyway either. You're a
Right,
little too
like,
trusting with this baby.
and also, she was like, he seems a
Women
little over
kidnap
the
kids
head.
too.
Right, but like, um, she was like, oh, he seems a little over his head, so he must have been like a little drunk or something. Why are you drunk carrying
No,
your baby?
over his head, kind of like frustrated, flustered, got
Oh,
more on his hands than he can deal with.
oh, but like, where's the mom? Where's the other parent?
I
Like,
mean,
that's
maybe the
not.
mom's at work.
Yeah, maybe, but like, it's not a random stranger's responsibility. Come on.
He then snapped at me saying that it wouldn't kill me to have some empathy, and that the changing station was broken. He had no choice. I still refused because, frankly, it's not my job to help with a stranger's baby. He stormed off visibly upset, and I saw a lady from another table help him. And both shoot me a dirty glance in the process. What?
What? It's not even okay. Yeah, you might be nice enough to help some random dude with his baby's diaper, but like, why can't you just change the baby in the car?
Right.
Obviously, y'all are out somewhere. Why can't you just change her like in the trunk or something
If the
or
baby's
in
that
the
dirty, just cover them up a little, like put something around, take
right,
your shirt off something and clean the baby. But I do. People have done that plenty of times.
right,
Yeah, like you're the first
you're
person to ever have a baby.
right. Like, come on now.
Later, I told some friends and family about what happened, thinking they'd agree with me. But reactions were mixed. My friends agreed that I was totally in the right and that no one is obligated to help out in these situations.
Right, that's not your kid.
Right. Especially with a task like that. But my parents and other friends said I was cold hearted and I should have helped, especially since he was clearly in a tough spot. Now I'm feeling a little bad and wondering if I should have sucked it up and helped him out.
Than just trying to get some woman to take your baby in the
There's
bathroom. Like, you
plenty
don't
of
know.
options. I mean, if you're at one store, that 9 out of 10, there's other stores around you.
Right,
Ask
like
somebody
you.
else. Don't sit there and argue with somebody.
Right, because they're not changing your baby's diaper. That's not their baby, and also you don't know who this person is. They have no reason to be
Right.
obligated.
I would honestly be upset if somebody took one of you two to a complete stranger and asked them to take you into a bathroom to change your diaper. I would be mad. You don't
Right.
know a woman or not. You don't know who she is.
You
You
don't know
don't know if
what
she's
she.
a sex offender, if she's a trafficker. You don't know.
Right.
Oh, the consensus so not the a-hole in my opinion. If it is fine that he asked, but you are not obligated to help. If I were in your situation, I would most likely have offered to check the restroom for women and stayed outside and warned others. But I wouldn't be taking someone else's infant into the bathroom to change them myself. Right? That's more of an understandable. Like, no, but I will check the bathroom to make sure it's clear and stand outside and just let women know there's a man in there changing their kid.
Right. That is
That's a
also
good
true.
option.
That is a good option. Like, you can just be like, oh, there's only a man changing his son or daughter in the bathroom because the baby changing thing is broken in the midst. So yeah, that's understandable. You could do that. Also, I didn't think of that. That was pretty smart.
Yeah, that was a good answer.
And or
Oh,
in your
but
car.
like she said, she said the same thing. She said there are many things I could have done. Um, I agree with what you're saying. That was a good idea, but I was frantic at the moment with how frantic he was, and I was just trying to get out of the situation.
Yeah, that is understandable too. I mean, you're really not obligated for anything in that situation. That's a random stranger. Yeah, you could feel bad because he has a kid, but like, especially for her being a person that wants nothing to do with children, not like she despises them, but she doesn't want one. Like, of course, she would want to get out of that situation.
We have a response from a man. I'm a dad. My kids are a little older now. Plus, we're in a very rural area. Until a few years ago, most men's restrooms didn't have changing stations in them at all. I still never have asked a complete stranger to change my kid.
Right.
Closest I've ever got was that I asked them to clear the women's room so that I could use a changing table. They were happy to do so. That's a good point because it's only been like a recent thing that change
Right.
tables were in men's rooms.
Right, because they forget that there is single fathers.
Yeah.
Or just not even a single father, just a father out with his kids. Like, in general. Ooh, okay. Am I the a-hole for rethinking my whole relationship after my fiance invited his ex to our wedding?
What?
28 female. Am engaged to my fiance, 31 male. And we've been together for 4 years. Honestly, it's been great for the most part. He's thoughtful, kind, and we've always communicated. Well, until recently.
Mm.
Ooh. A few weeks ago, he casually mentioned that he wanted to invite his ex-girlfriend Sarah to our wedding. Why?
Why?
Why? This is a day about y'all two, not somebody that happened in your past relationships.
Right. What would be the need to invite her to the wedding?
Right. They dated for
Are you
about
getting the venue for free because of her? That would be the
right.
only reason to invite her for the wedding. Is the wedding dress free?
Right. Maybe she's
Is
paying
she a
for
free photographer?
something. Maybe. Or like if there was some sort of conversation before that. But she seems like there wasn't. Like a conversation where it's like, oh, she knows who this is, or
She
I
definitely
don't
seems
know.
very caught off guard.
Right, she seems caught off guard. Like
Okay.
that's the thing. Okay.
Let's see if we got our questions answered.
A few weeks ago, he casually mentioned he wanted to invite his ex-girlfriend Sarah to our wedding. They dated for about 5 years.
Oh, it was a serious relationship too, so it's not like, oh, they dated for a couple of weeks and then decided to be friends.
Right, like they dated for about 5 years and broke up like 7 years ago. He keeps saying they're just friends and that there's nothing between them anymore. But from what I know, their breakup was kind of messy and they didn't talk for a while after it. I don't know Sarah personally, but from what I've heard, she was a pretty big part of his life back then.
Okay, if you don't know the woman anyway,
Why is he
why is
inviting
she
her?
invited? Because you gotta think about it. Most weddings, the reason they do a head count and a lot of people kind of get cut down is because most of the time it's $30 per person per plate. That's just
Right.
the food, not including the seating for the venues and stuff of that nature.
Right. And
It
it
is
seems like
expensive, so why are you inviting random heads to your party?
right, especially somebody that your wife doesn't know and is your ex out of all people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, wouldn't you want the closest people in your life to come that are close between y'all, like your family or
Right.
like
It's like
best friends and some
the people
friends, but
that
not your
both of you
ex.
know. Both of you
Right.
need to know these people to be
Right. And they
paying out
must
the ass for them.
right, and they must be close to you, but you're asking, can I invite my ex girlfriend to our wedding?
Mm.
Period. That shouldn't be something. Anyway, but from what I know, their breakup was kind of messy and they didn't talk a while after it. I don't know Sarah personally, but what I've heard, she was a pretty big part of his life back then.
Okay.
Uh,
Don't mean nothing now.
the right,
Rings
but
on your finger, honey.
you're right.
Sorry.
When he first
I
brought
was
it
getting a
up,
little too involved.
right. When he first brought it up, I was shocked. Like, who invites their ex to their wedding? Extremely inappropriate. Like, why do you even have that thought in your mind?
Why
Why
would
are
you
you
think your
even talking
wife
to
would
your
be?
ex? Why would you think your wife would be okay with it? Like, come on now.
We have a lot more whys than what's coming next.
Right. Like, I thought we were going to get our questions answered, but I guess not. This is supposed to be our day,
Mm-hmm.
and now he wants to bring someone who was literally a big part of his past relationship history.
He would
Big past relationship.
a big part of the past. You can't live in the past if you want to move forward.
Right, you trying to marry this woman and then think, oh, let me invite my ex to
You
my
know what they
wedding.
call that? Self-sabotage.
But this is supposed to be our day, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And now he wants to bring someone. Oh wait, I already read that word.
Yeah, you read that part.
I told him I wasn't comfortable with it at all, and he got defensive.
Why you defensive?
I don't think you should marry him.
You ain't that close of friends if your wife don't know him, so
Right.
No hair, sorry. So why are you defensive?
Right.
You got something to hide?
Right. You must be sneaky or something. But even if you were sneaky, why would you want to invite the possible side to
A
the
lot
wedding?
of men surprisingly do that. Who wants to wake up and see their ex every day? Not me. Not me.
No, for real. There's a reason why that person's your ex. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Anyway, he said it's his wedding too.
Okay, 2, meaning both of you have to want that person there. 2, your wedding, her wedding, meaning both of you need to agree on the same person. If there's a doubt on your wedding day, let's cut down some corners and cut down some cost by only inviting people that we both enjoy their company, that play a significant part of both of our lives. I understand, okay, your grandma lives in another state and your wife hasn't met her. That's different. That's immediate family to me. But friends that you don't even talk to or see enough, and I say friends loosely, should not be getting a seat at the table. They sound really messy there.
You're right. You should have people that mean the most to you. That's like a very big and important part of your life. And obviously the people who are very close and have stuck with you during that whole part of your life of being with that person should be there.
Right.
What? He said it was his wedding too. Duh. Like duh. Come on now. And that he should be able to invite people who are important to him. Why is your ex important to you?
That's what we really need to know. Get to that too.
Right. He
Sorry,
even said his family would love to see her there since they all still like her.
There is more acceptable days for them to be around the ex.
Right.
The wedding day is not it.
And also, why does the family still like the ex?
I mean, a lot of my ex's family still likes me.
Oh, true.
Because I wasn't the one who did anything wrong, and they didn't do nothing wrong to me. So it's not like I'm in their face or nothing. It's like we catch up on Messenger, like, hey, how you doing? Hope kids are good. Da 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 da.
Okay. I just feel like, why is he putting her feelings before mine? I feel like the wedding should be more about celebrating us. Very much so, very much so.
Us,
two,
marriage,
us,
husband and wife,
together,
togetherness.
Not bringing in people from old relationships. Come on now,
you should bring your ex to the wedding. Sorry, that's the petty of me. We are not petty. I am a saved woman.
Okay.
I may need to get baptized again.
Oh no. Yeah.
You might actually be showing up for this one. I mean, the bathroom.
It was because of that old man that couldn't hear. Anyway. Well, blame it on the old man. The old man, he just couldn't hear nothing that I was saying, and I was practically yelling in this man's ear. He wasn't even in the room. He was outside of the room.
Okay, we're getting sidetracked.
Oh, we are getting sidetracked. Okay. But yeah, he shouldn't be putting her feelings before yours. Her opinion before yours. Her anything before yours, period.
Right, because when you become husband and wife, it's about you two. It should be a joint thing.
And even if y'all
nobody should come other than your children should come before your spouse.
Right. And even if y'all aren't even married, why does the ex opinion matter about what's going on between you and
I get by any of my ex's feelings of
period. I mean, I don't. So every time I try to talk to him about how I feel, he says I'm overreacting and being insecure. Girl, he's just manipulating you at this point.
And that's coming from a 15-year-old. If she can see the red flags, why can't you see the red flags? Right. If she can see the red flags, why can't...
Right, come on now.
Then again, she might have because of the title. Okay, let's keep going.
Right. And that I don't trust him, quote unquote. What do you expect? They're trying to invite your ex to our wedding.
And why are you jumping to trust? Now you sound sus. Like, you sound real suspicious now because she didn't.
She didn't say
unless
anything
she's
about
not saying
trusting
anything.
you.
She was just like, don't want exes at the wedding.
Right.
Fair enough point.
Right. How would you feel if she was like, can I bring Gerald to our wedding? Who Gerald is the ex in this scenario. Can I bring Gerald to our wedding?
Gerald sounds like a granddad.
Well, he had to be a young man before he became a granddad.
Case in point. Touche. At one point, he was a baby.
No, at one point he was 20 something. At one point he was 30. Yeah. Okay. Every time I try, oh yeah, okay. So, but that's not at all. I trust him, but I don't see why she needs to be involved in our day. And you see how she says, "I trust him," in italics, and she in our, she and our is separate.
Keep she over there.
Right, she over there.
We got your back, bestie. This girl doesn't even know her period, and there's no kids involved.
Right, no kids, doesn't know her period. Like maybe it would be a little bit different of a view. It's still not a good thing to invite your ex, but like bringing up the fact, like yeah, she would have been like, it's our day. I don't really feel comfortable with your ex being there, but if she knew about her, y'all being friends, and obviously y'all must have been friends for a long time during that relationship in order for him to want to marry her.
Right.
And
Why
propose
in
to her.
these 7 years did you become friends again after the massive
Right.
breakup?
And then also, why didn't he communicate that during the relationship? And now he's randomly bringing it up casually, like he has told you. And he talks about the things that they talk about. Like, even, I don't know, even in a try to be as much as a healthy case scenario with having a ex involved in really any way, you should talk to your partner about what y'all are talking about or what's going on. But like, I still feel like regardless, if there's no kids, the ex shouldn't be involved. Period.
Yeah.
If there's kids,
was that the end of it?
No.
Oh.
But if there's kids, then yeah, why would you?
But
want
there was
your kids
not
to be
been
at your
one
wedding?
mention of kids this whole time. She hasn't even met the woman in 7 years. So.
And also, I mean, I'm not saying their age is like not good to have kids, but they're still pretty young. 28, 31. I mean, that's around a good time to have kids if you don't want to be too old, but still, like. But yeah.
She makes me feel like a teen mom because I was 21 when I had her. Teen mom, you owe me a check.
Yeah. Now I'm seriously rethinking everything, as you should, because I don't know. He's moving very weird, not very mindful, not very nice,
demure.
not very nice. If he can't respect how uncomfortable this makes it, yeah, he also respect. Why are you getting so mad?
Yeah, why is this such a big deal?
Also, why is he mad? Outside of the question even being weird, crazy. Okay. If he can't respect how uncomfortable this makes me, what's next? Am I crazy for considering calling off the whole wedding because of this? Am I the a-hole for feeling for feeling like this is a huge red flag? Absolutely not.
It's definitely a huge red flag.
It's waving in your face.
What would you prefer to be questioning this after you've said your vows or before?
Okay.
Women's intuition is a real thing. Listen to your gut.
Come on.
You need to figure out why he wants her at the wedding and why it's worth arguing over your wedding.
Right, why are you getting so defensive? If anything makes your partner uncomfortable, especially something like this is very reasonable.
On the wedding day, it's her wedding day to say, I got your back, bestie. It's her wedding day too.
Right. If she doesn't want that, then you should just agree on not having that. She can come on some after party or something.
Yeah.
Like the actual
and
wedding.
Meet your wife.
Why would your ex want to see you kiss another woman? In the comments, people are saying not the a-hole, because she's not at all. And this first person says, I don't get why he needs to still have her at the wedding and if he is still friends with her. Even thought to invite my ex, and I had 2 kids with mine. Bizarre stance to take. I don't know what IMHO means. I need to get on Reddit slang because I don't know what any of this stuff means. My kids came to my wedding, but they met my wife a year earlier while we were still dating. So yeah, like
I think it is. So I think you'll just see the red flags, listen to those red flags, get answers.
right,
If the answers don't sit right, call after wedding.
right. But she did respond. She said, "I have met her." Okay,
Oh,
that's what puts me off about the whole thing. I need to know what's happening between them. What do you think? Oh, so maybe she met her, but like they're probably not hanging out and stuff. Like I don't know. Like I feel like that would be a very rare situation
yeah.
if they were hanging out and she really got to know her. Then maybe she would have been lenient. But me personally, I still wouldn't want that at all.
A hole or no
Um,
hole? A hole or no hole? Not the a
yeah,
hole.
yeah, not the hell at all.
Not the a hole. You do need to question some things unless your instincts, but not the a hole, in my opinion.
Right, exactly.
Alright. I'm at the a hole for not letting my girlfriend share her nude drawings with her friends. What?
What? Okay, automatically just by the title, not the a-hole. What?
Right, I would say not the a hole by the title, too. Okay, so.
That's weird.
My girlfriend has gotten really into drawing lately, and particularly nudes and sexual self portraits. Her and some of her friends were talking about their various artistic endeavors,
Hmm.
and somehow got on the topic of nude drawings. She wanted to show her friends one of her more sexual drawings of herself, and I told her that I was really uncomfortable with it. It must be really good. It
Right.
must really look like her if you're worried about that.
Right. And period. I mean, she seems like she love herself, her body.
Right.
She wants to draw it that
And
much.
I told her that I was really uncomfortable with that. We have previously discussed whether or not sending nude or erotic pictures to other people was considered cheating. And we both thought it was. I see this as no different from sharing a nude picture. But
Right.
she says it's different because she is trying to show off her artistic talent, not her body. Is that fair for me to be against this? Or am I being an insecure control freak?
I don't I don't think so at all, actually. I feel like ooh, my foot fell asleep. Um, I feel like that makes sense. The drawing must be really good for you to feel that way. It must like look really realistic. And obviously, since she has been getting into drawing, she must have done this multiple times. So it's probably getting better and better.
Yeah.
And I mean, her friends. I don't know. It depends on the friends.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was just like a stick and set?
Really realistic. In order for that person to feel like that,
I
I feel
feel like
like
she
it must
must
be
have some talent if she's feeling like that.
right. And hey, she's really feeling her body. That's very cute. Body positivity.
Hmm.
Obviously.
Now, I want to know because most of the time when they do nude drawings and stuff, there's usually a nude person in front of them. Did she take a picture of herself and then draw it, or did she just freehand from looking in the mirror?
Cause in what was it?
Because like most time in art class, you have the subject in the middle and everybody like around them.
You're right. Or normally when you like paint something, you have like something. If especially if
Either a
it's
picture or the
realistic,
actual
right?
object.
Like it's like a pot with flowers or fruit and a bouquet or something. I don't know. But yeah, normally it's like in front of it. But I see. I see. It. I mean, it must be realistic. So I mean, I feel like that's still that's.
An important, I think, detail is that it is not just a nude drawing. It is a photo. It is a photo she sent to me that she later drew into paper. I think I said this is my post, but it is also a picture of her
Somebody say yikes.
fornicating herself, not just naked, which in my opinion adds an inherently sexual content to it, even if it's just.
Hmm.
I would not want to be showing people a drawing in my. No, it's a tasteful artistic pose. Still on the
Maybe, but still
fence,
like nudity.
but you
That's
are
crazy.
fornicating yourself.
What makes you want to draw yourself with no clothes on? touching yourself. And then want to show it to your friends. I don't know. I feel like that is weird. Like, it's not.
That's weird.
It depends on the friends. Definitely.
It may be absolutely an amazing drawing, honey, but
Right, but like, cool, make that for your boyfriend, husband, whoever that person is. In the middle, so bad. Like the girl.
sharing nude photos are supposedly cheating from both of your perspectives, but sharing the exact same details and likeness is something different. It's just, quotes, a drawing. And then it's got the emoji.
Right, the thinking emoji.
Maybe this is
Yeah.
something you can both talk through, but if I were in your shoes, I'd simply let it be known that that's not acceptable. It's a double standard, and that she's free to share explicit drawings of herself, whether she does or not, but no longer would it be relevant to me because I would be leaving this relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. So, the drawings must be realistic, and I still feel like those are pictures. Drawings are pictures, and if it's realistic, it's still a nude. So it's still nudity and pictures of her girlfriend that she's showing to her friends. That is weird. Just because you took a nudity picture, printed it out, and not saying she did this, but as an example, got a nude picture, printed it out in color out of the printer, and gave it to your friends. It's still nudity and it's still a picture. It doesn't matter if it's on paper or not. You're
And doing the
still
diddly daddly with yourself.
right.
I
But
wouldn't even want to be drawing myself doing the diddly daddly because that's not something I would want anybody else to
right.
come across.
No, because like
I'm glad you like your own body.
yeah, that's
I'm
nice if
glad
she's comfortable with that.
you're very secure within yourself. But poster, you are not the a-hole, and no, you're not being insecure. I personally just feel like
Y'all should talk it out, and
you
I feel like eventually
you should
she
talk it
should
out.
understand.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And people have boundaries, and you're just standing by your boundaries.
Right,
So
and if you have a boundary, you should stick by that. You shouldn't be in a relationship with somebody who's not accepting what you want.
the further you
Also,
every time you let somebody push a boundary, it's going to be another one and another one and
right,
another one until eventually you're
that's already
angry.
pretty big. I never thought about a situation like that, so that's pretty crazy. But like, regardless of how the picture is put in any format, it's still a
A private
picture
picture that should be between
you and
two
her.
consenting adults in your relationship and no other.
Right, or just nothing at all. Like, I don't know why she wants to draw pictures of her like herself, but if she does, she should just give them to you.
Right.
Why she needs to show her friends? Like,
If she wants pictures to show her friends, she should, I don't know, maybe cover some things up.
they're right. Like, and why do you want your friends to see your body?
Right. That'd be
I
like
don't even
me.
like. I don't even like my friends taking weird pictures of me, like funny pictures of me caught off guard.
Mm.
Why would I want to show them a picture of me naked?
Dilly daddling.
Right. So maybe there is something going on with her friends, because that's pretty weird.
Yeah, they didn't say whether these friends were male or female either.
No.
Or if she was,
Or if they're gay.
or if she likes it every way. We don't know.
Yeah,
we're not
we don't
judging
know.
that. What we're judging is you're in a relationship.
Stick with that relationship, and
Lines were
obviously,
made, and you are trying to cross them.
yeah, and also y'all both agreed on not sending nude
That's cheating.
pictures, and that is cheating. So what makes you think that it being in a different format isn't still going to be cheating?
Right. I'll put it this way. If he went and took a picture of his manhood
And drew
and
it.
did like let's say he can't draw, but let's do it in a simple scenario because not everybody can draw that good. Let's say he printed it out, use one of those apps that can turn it into like a cartoon drawing, fake drawing, whatever,
Yeah.
and then print it out and wanted to show his friends, would you be okay with that?
And mindset and stuff like that, but pictures, do they need to see everything that's under your clothes? No. No.
No. Leave some stuff to the imagination.
Right, and it's weird that they're even imagining it.
Right.
Because they're supposed to be your friends. So, yeah.
Well, that's it for this week's episode of the A-Hole, and we deemed all four people. Thank you for joining us this week. Go ahead and grab your brew and join us next week for the part 3 episode of Most Dangerous Woman in the World. Thank you.